Je voudrais. I'm pretty sure my neighbors speak French. I wouldn't mind learning it.
Your neighbors speak French, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Well, your neighbors across the street.
Yep.
So welcome to Meditation and Worship Wednesday, May 6th.
May 6th.
At 2:30. Here in a semi-warm building, though my wife is really cold for some reason. We may need to take her temperature. I'm hot too. She's been just really wanting to nap. She's a napper.
Naps are fun.
Yeah. So at the beginning of all this, we usually just do a little bit of announcements. So What do we want to announce?
What do we want to announce? That's good.
Let's announce minor things like board game night at 6:30
this
week on Friday.
Nice.
I think it's minor. I mean, it's a board game.
That's a good thing.
It's a board game. Yeah. And I got a new board game, but unfortunately I can't introduce it to anybody.
What game is it?
Well, it's called Raiders of the North Sea. It's a great game. It's just beautiful.
Cool.
It's beautiful in the artwork. It's beautiful in its design. It's beautiful in its multiple ways of winning. And what's beautiful about it is this designer has built out a set of games in this kind of style.
Oh, sweet.
Of worker placement kind of thing. And I really, really like it. And
Very cool.
So we played a couple games of that this week. Right now we're in the middle of Zombicide.
Yeah.
Blood. It's a blood fest. We are. I know it's meditation and worship, and we're going to talk about blood fest of zombies. But that's who we are. It's authentic. Yeah. It's authentic.
Yeah.
Staff meeting. I even brought Rolf, one of my figures.
Oh yeah.
To try
that was great.
Help us with the survey.
Yeah, that was very fun.
That we have taken about a week to work on.
Which, when we sent it out, we still.
Well, this is how surveys
had made a
work.
mistake.
Yeah, it's all right. But the good thing is, the last time I looked at it, there is 33 people who filled it out. So that represents about 64 adults
That's great.
Who are represented in that survey.
Super helpful.
Which, the survey went out to 103 email addresses. So
we're not expecting responses from all of those.
No, but that does mean that if there's 33, 60, we're probably expecting not a lot of single people filled it out yet. So I'm thinking we need another 30 people to do the survey. So if you're watching, which we know in the middle of the day you're not watching, but we're doing this to hope that you watch later. And those of you who are watching, hey, it's good to see you.
Hi guys.
Can't see you, but it's good to see you. Anyway, please fill out the survey.
Do the survey,
because it's just helping us as elders and as leaders to make some informed decisions. Nothing is in stone.
Yep.
We may meet in June. We may not meet in June. We're kind of working our way into that, and the survey was the first part. Maybe you could talk a little bit about the second part.
The second part, the 30th and the 6th?
Yeah, the 30th and the 6th.
So this went out on Instagram. I'm not sure if it went out on Facebook.
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, I need to do some unlinking and linking to get our stuff on Facebook.
But it'll go out in the newsletter and everything. So we are inviting everybody to join us for 2 days of fasting, 2 non-consecutive days of fasting and praying on May 30th and June 6th. So they're both Saturdays. And they would be, theoretically, if we do come back together, kind of the day that we're maybe looking at is June 7th. June 6th, June 7th. Maybe, if we come back together in June, it might be that first week in June. We don't know.
We don't really know. It's more.
We really don't know.
It's more that we realize that, in our community, the way that decisions are best
Right.
come about is when the whole community commits itself to fasting and praying.
And
then we hear what the community hears from the Spirit of God, and that helps the elders.
And a lot of times, most of the time, we do that as a drumming circle.
Right.
So we come here, everyone's here, we pound on some drums for a little bit, and then we present something, and then everyone prays, and it's a beautiful time. But we can't all come together right now, so we're asking everybody to join us. We'll send out some passages to pray through and things to think about as you're praying, and things to offer to God. And we'll probably do those in 2 sections. So the invitation is those 2 days, that May 30th and June 6th, to join us in praying for our community and for our plans and everything.
Yeah. And we'll give you very good direction.
Yes.
And we'll probably even plan out some of the hours for you to, like, things to think about, things to do.
Yeah.
Practices, maybe even a few things you can do with your children in this process too. Yeah. To include them. So we're working on that.
And we'll figure out a way for people to respond to us.
Yeah. Probably in a combination of Zoom and maybe live things like this, with people, texting in questions and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be as creative as possible as we do this thing.
Yes, but May 30th and June 6th, kind of try to set aside some time, at least some time during those 2 days, to spend some time praying.
So announcements wise, we would again say the front of the website is beautiful in that you can get where you need to go.
It's very nice.
You open it up and it shouldn't be confusing. Right there on the right hand side, you can go to Matins, you can go to Vespers, you can go to prayer group, you can go to game night or art night. And if you know the password, you can go to the Pilgrim group and monastic community sites, which allow you to link into the Zoom things there, which are still under construction. So that's why you don't know the password.
You also, my favorite thing right now is you've got the little flippies things, the little flippy links. So one of them is, the middle one is if you're new, so it gives you the email address to email. So if you've been jumping in on our live streams and we haven't met you yet, or if you're not getting information, you'd like to get information, you don't know why you're not, you can just click on there and send us an email. Yep. I forget what the one on the right is.
The one on the right is just community announcements.
Community announcements, that's right. And then the one on the left is the Daniel Project. And my favorite thing about that one is that it's got the image for the Daniel Project. So it says the Daniel Project, and then it flips around and it says the Daniel Project. The Daniel Project.
It's like we want you to know it's the Daniel Project doubled right there.
Yeah. So you can go check that out.
Yeah, you should. It's a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's I think that's most of the announcements. I'm trying to think of other things that we need to talk about. At this point, I don't think there are any announcements that we should be talking about that we could speak eloquently about.
Eloquently
at any level.
Do we speak eloquently?
I don't know.
Sometimes
I think I speak eloquently all the time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So
it is. We had the Tucson pastors group meeting today, which was all about people talking about how their churches are coming back together.
24 pastors at one moment.
Yeah.
On Zoom.
So it was really cool.
All muted, by the way.
All muted, and then like one person is talking, and it's funny when you get pastors all together because they like talking.
They do.
So you get one person unmuted, and then they kind of keep going, and then there's like a moment where they realize they've been talking for a while, and they're like, "Oh, that's it. You guys want to respond?" And they mute themselves.
Yes, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
the way it is.
Yeah, it's the way it is. Anyway.
Cool.
It was a fun time.
Well, I had a few things that I wanted to get us kicked off with.
Great.
We kind of did this week. There was a little bit of like what I would call a, hey, if you've not heard the Defender song, here's the lyrics, here's the release, here's 2 different versions of it.
We put the video out, and then we played it on Sunday.
Yeah, so we're really trying to bring this song into sort of the narrative of our community to kind of allow it to be something we're reflecting on. And so I thought I would maybe give it some backbone in Isaiah 50, because it's written out of Isaiah 50. And so it is the third song. There are these sets of songs within Isaiah. And so Isaiah 54 through 11 is the third song. And they're the servant songs.
54 through...
Excuse me. You're right. Chapter 50, verse 4 through verse 11.
Oh, okay.
Is the third.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's why you're here, just to help me with that part. The numbers. I get these things. But I think it's important for us to understand a little of the context. Yeah. So I printed out the passage, most of it. And I just wanted to talk about the idea of who Isaiah is writing to and why this is kind of important, and how I kind of artistically changed some of it and applied it to us.
Sweet.
So there's this, so verse 3, which is before the song, it says, I clothe the heavens with darkness and make sackcloth its covering. And so the idea all the way from Isaiah 28 up to this is that the people that Isaiah is speaking to, because of their rejection of truth, have, so what they've done is they are in darkness. The consequence for that is that they're in darkness. And so each one of these songs then is an invitation to them to listen.
And there's a sense of mourning, like sackcloth and ashes are like mourning and wailing to God.
Yes.
Seeking God in our mourning.
Yeah. And so, but it's their condition, and it's a condition that is in a way a rejection of what was true, and so they're in this place. And so as I was thinking about that, last week we talked about waiting, and I want to keep this theme going because it came up in prayer time. But this idea that maybe there's this invitation for us to wait in the midst of this COVID sequestered time. Like, we want to get back to church. We want to get back to our ordinary life. Like, Danielle wrote this absolutely beautiful poem. I don't know if you've read it on the website.
On the website.
Yeah, which is just it's just her heart and a mourning for what is and what has been lost. And so I've been encouraging our community to go back to that Joshua sermon and listen to it. And if you know the book of Joshua at all, the Israelites crossed the Jordan, and there's this reality that for 40 years their parents did not follow the law. And so none of them were circumcised. And so once they cross the Jordan and before they actually go to battle, all the men are circumcised. And it says that they stayed there until they recovered. Yeah. And I feel like in some ways that this virus and the way it's impacted us as a church, and maybe even as a culture, but as a church, is that there is some things that were not circumcised. You know, like there was and so even though maybe we feel like, you know, when you have a major surgery, as you recover, you're like, well, I want to do more. And yet you're told not to, that you need to wait. And I think that's the invitation still, is that we're in this place of recovery. And some of it has to do with our rejection of truth, our rejection of what is actually what God is inviting us into. And maybe what the culture is being invited into from Jesus, that there's just a rejection of that.
Which is also, there's a sense of like, we just waited.
Yeah. Yes, we just waited for a month.
We just waited, and now this thing happened, and now we're waiting again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
right
for the Israelites.
Yeah.
We just waited for 40 years, and now we got to do this really cool thing, and now we have to wait again.
Yes.
Like,
because of our obedience. Actually,
right.
Our obedience has made us wait. Which is interesting. So then we talked last week about the moment in Acts 1 when the disciples are told to go to the upper room and wait. That they can't just run off and go do ministry without the Spirit of God falling on them. And then you talked about this beautiful idea of waiting for Paul and Ananias. So it seems like in the process of being discipled by God, there's this invitation to wait.
Yeah.
And I think so that in Isaiah 50, there's this invitation. The writer, who is, he refers to himself, is inviting us to listen to him. And then as we listen to him, imitate him. And these songs are messianic songs. So they're talking about Jesus. And Jesus kind of fulfills these things, and then we're invited to be part of them. So what I thought I'd do is read it, because what's really fascinating is the part that I wrote the song about is only verses 4 through 8, or a little bit of 9. But verse 10 tells us what happens if we don't listen to it. And I think that's really fascinating. So I'm going to read that, and then I'll have Sue come up and
We can play the song.
We can play the song. So it says, "The sovereign Lord has given me a well-instructed tongue to know the word that sustains the weary. He wakens me morning by morning, wakens my ear to listen like one being instructed. The sovereign Lord has opened my ears. I have not been rebellious. I have not turned away. I offered my back to those who beat me, my cheeks to those who pulled out my beard. I did not hide my face from mocking and spitting. Because the sovereign Lord helps me, I will not be disgraced. Therefore have I set my face like flint, and I know I will not be put to shame. He who vindicates me is near. Who then will bring charges against me? Let us face each other. Who is my accuser? Let him confront me. It is the sovereign Lord who helps me. Who will condemn me? They will all wear out like garments. The moss will eat them up." And then this is, it continues, it says, "Who among you fears the Lord and obeys the word of his servant? Let the one who walks in the dark, who has no light, trust in the name of the Lord and rely on their God. But now, all you who light fires and provide yourselves with flaming torches, go, walk in the light of your fire and of the torches you have set ablaze. This is what you shall receive from my hand. You will lie down in torment." And so there's this picture of like, if you don't pay attention to the servant, if you don't listen to what he has to teach you, if you don't imitate him, you're basically lighting your own torch, and you're going to find out that all it leads to is torment and death. And I think sometimes when we're in this place of waiting, we want to light our own torch and go out and do it and get it done and figure it out and not be in the place we're at. And I think Jesus is inviting us to say, no, you need to listen to me. We're still in waiting space. You need to hear my voice.
Yep.
You need to learn to hear my voice. So that's what I have to kind of offer us to kind of focus on for the rest of the week.
And I think what's so cool about this song is that you wrote the words for it in like January.
Yeah.
And then it's been a song that kind of, as we've brought it out more and more, has been speaking to our reality and our situation. So
Yeah.
I really
listened
appreciate
to
that.
it like 30 times yesterday. It's one of my favorite songs right now.
Nice. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Give us words that bring life to the weary. Wake us up in the morning and teach us. Give us words that bring life to the weary. Wake us up in the morning and teach us. Teach us to listen. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. To those who insult us and beat us, you laid your life down. To those who insult us and beat us, help us to surrender and draw back. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. Come quickly, sovereign Lord. That is out of Isaiah 50.
And there is a request that we announce the National Day of Prayer tomorrow.
There's a day of prayer and fasting that came up this morning during
Across the United States.
prayer time. Yeah. Thanks, Emily, for the reminder.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, as we talked about waiting, the other song that came up that you were thinking about was Peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we could sing that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, the last time that we had kind of a big song right at the beginning of the year that kind of became a theme through the year.
G, but it doesn't want to. It does not want to appear. There it is. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Make your path straight. Make your path straight. Be still before the Lord. Wait patiently. Do not fear, no, do not fear. For those who hope in Him, they will know peace. understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Make your path straight. Make your path straight. One of the passages that came up in Wednesday morning prayer today was Romans 8. I'm going to start at verse 22. We know that the whole creation has been groaning, as in the pains of childbirth, right up to the present time. Not only so, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption to sonship, the redemption of our bodies. For in this hope we were saved. But hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. That's very beautiful. Is that the song we're about to sing? Rats. Write that song, Mark.
Under the pain of death, and we wait on the Lord, and we wait on the Lord.
Right. Eric has requested The Deep. It's been a long time.
The Deep. In her writing. Yeah, that's right.
All right. I think this is actually an E.
E?
Yeah. Is it? I haven't played it in forever, so I didn't even know if I can play it.
This time was originally conceived as us practicing songs, so.
That's good. We can do it in D. It's just really low. Trust the Lord with all your heart. understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Make your path straight. It's gonna need some practice.
We'll get there.
Okay, well, we haven't done post-concussion in forever, so
Yes.
I feel like post-concussion is up.
Let's give it like a ball.
Yeah.
A?
A.
Oh, very nice.
You want to come up and play the drums, babe?
Whatever you want, man. I don't know. Drum.
Early on in the morning, I wake up to the warning that there are angels standing by my side. Up, I see your face in the twilight, peaceful glow in your cosmic eyes. And sometimes my desire drags me into the fire, climbing higher in my sin. Up at the top of my ladder, I just keep growing sadder till you
face show me where I am. Sitting on the moon, shooting stars by my eyes. When I wander from you, your face shows me the way home. Swim in the circle of souls, here in the body we know. You're revealing your cosmic eyes. The twisted waves kill emotion, like a train in the ocean, straining against the pulling tide. Sitting on the moon, shooting stars by my eyes. When I wander from you, your face shows me the way home. Closing in on the distance, on my track of resistance. I'm caught in your galactic gaze. Sin is like a concussion, satisfies you with nothing. Then the Spirit reveals your haze. Sitting on the moon, shooting stars by my eyes. When I wander from you, your face shows me the way I'm feeling a little post-concussion today, so that was nice. What would you like to sing, Mark?
Oh, man. I'm enjoying these songs. It's really fun. We have so much music now that's like either original to the Village or just like these old Mars Hill songs that like we go through these cycles where we play these songs and we don't play like The Deep, or we haven't played Post Concussion in like maybe 3 months. And then it comes back and it's like, oh yes, this is why we sing this song.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to like reflect on that, and it brings you back to like a different space, and I love music.
Ancient Ways.
We did Resonance a couple weeks ago. Well, we soon will have 3 songs out of Isaiah 55, by the way. 4 songs?
I think we already have 3.
Do we have 4 now?
We have a lot of Psalm 46.
Yeah.
We haven't done Psalm 46. Oh, word of the Lord and the word of the Lord.
Psalm 40. We do Psalm 46. That's a fun one. God is my strength, and ever-present help in trouble. So I will not fear, though the earth give way and mountains fall into the sea. There is a river, streams make glad the city of God. God is within her, she will not fall, she will not fall, not fall. Lord God, and ever-present help in trouble. His hand is upon us, His Spirit stands with us. The Almighty is our shield. There is a river, streams make glad the city of God. God is within her, she will not fall, she will not fall, not fall, not fall. God is within her, she will not fall, she will not fall, not fall, oh, not fall, not fall. Be still and know that He is the Lord God, an ever-present help in trouble. His hand is upon us, His Spirit stands with us. The Almighty is our shield. There is a river, whose streams make glad the city of God. God is within her, she will not fall, she will not fall, not fall. There is a river, whose streams make glad the city of God. God is within her, she will not fall, she will not fall, not fall, oh, not fall, not fall.
Our internet connection went down during that. Sorry.
Went kaput.
So I was thinking about everlasting today. Because I feel like I have been experiencing and I've been hearing from people God's call for them to just receive His grace and acknowledge what's going wrong in their relationships and in their thinking patterns. just confess and ask God to reveal things to us and turn to him in those. So everlasting seems to fit that. This is from Psalm 51. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Search me, O God, and know my heart.
See if there is an offensive way in me. See if there is an offensive way in me.
Search me, O God, and know my heart. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Search me, O God, and know my heart. One more.
One more. Yeah.
Sure. Mark, do you want to lead it or do you want me to?
Maybe.
That will pick the key.
I do not know. Yeah.
That would be your key. Or at least not my key. So stand firm.
Bent down, broken up, busted wide open, chained down, locked up tight, with no back door exit. That is what some of us were. Bankrupt, burned and tired, like a bombed out city. Thin lipped, stony eyed, with no joy or pity. That is what some of us were. Before the bridegroom turned and called our name out. It is for freedom that Christ set us free. So stand firm, don't be burdened again by slavery. It's misery.
Kind of. I'm in the fourth.
Gentle, full of peace, love and patient kindness, guarded by self-control and faith and goodness. That is the hope of what will be. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Thank you all for joining us. Let's pray. Jesus, thank you for your word. Thank you for the many ways to sing your praises. I pray that you would help us to sit in the invitation to wait. In the uncomfortable place of waiting, wanting to run, wanting to go out and do the things that we want to do, and just having to sit and wait. I pray that you would meet us there, that you would help us to sit and to seek your peace in that place. Bless us as we finish up our week, or as we're maybe at the start of our week or wherever we are. Jesus, I pray that you would lead us to Sunday, to coming together again and worshiping you. Bless us. In your name we pray. Amen.